Hi class, we're going to look at building a mission statement, also known as a vision statement. I love to start semesters with this project because I think it helps for you to get to know yourself better as a person. And when we're studying English language arts, this helps you to understand the characters that you read about and people's motivation. We all are driven by different things, and those things that drive us are often our values. Now, what's a value? A value is something that you hold really important. It's important to you, so much so that it impacts how you choose to live your life. Values are things like having fun. Some people really value honesty. Others trust. Some people value determination and hard work. And some people really value family, and respect is also a really big value, for me anyways. Depending on what your values are, that's going to impact how you decide to create and write your mission statement. I was inspired to create this activity by Covey. He's the son of Stephen Covey, and Stephen Covey wrote the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I have here The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens, written by Stephen's son, Sean, here. And he does a really fun activity called The Great Discovery in this book. So let's have a look at the document here. I'll put it here. We're finding out how to get started on our mission statement, your mission statement. Well, each of us has that internal motivator, I said, the values, right? It makes you tick. It gets you excited. It helps you reach your goals. And when you understand what motivates you, it will help you to connect to other people. And like I said, understanding that character, understanding that motivation in literature. And it's really also going to help us get to know each other, help me to get to know you, and find a focus and a motive for your actions as well. I would love for you to have fun in this assignment, be creative, and design it with your heart, okay? Here we have questions for you to answer. I really want you to be thoughtful when you're creating your answers. Use full sentences, get descriptive, answer the why. Point form doesn't really help too much here, okay? First question is, think of a person who made a positive difference in your life. What qualities does that person have that you would like to develop? Imagine 20 years from now, you are surrounded by the most important people in your life. Who are they, and what are you doing? If a steel beam 6 inches wide were placed across 2 skyscrapers, for what would you be willing to cross? $1,000? $1 million? Your pet? Your sibling? Fame? Think carefully and share. Describe a time when you were deeply inspired. Why and how were you inspired? List 10 things you really love to do. These things need to just light up your life. They give you purpose and meaning beyond simple entertainment. And no, Netflix is not a love of yours, okay? For example, drawing, singing, dancing, helping volunteer, reading, whatever you absolutely love to do that gives you meaning. If you could spend one day in a great library and read any book and gain all the knowledge in that book, what would you read and what would you want to learn? 5 years from now, your local paper does a story about you and they want to interview 3 people, a parent, a sibling, or a friend. What would you want them to say about you and what you have achieved? So yes, you can brag a little bit here because it's imaginary, right? Think of something that represents you, like a personal symbol. What would it be and why does it represent you? For example, a rose, a song, a certain animal. This particular question will help with a little bit of the next step in the assignment. If you could spend a day with any person that ever lived, who would that be? Why that person? What would you ask them? And what kind of activity would you want to do with them? Last question. Everyone has more than one talent. List out your talents, both small and big, that you are good at. Describe how you are talented in these areas. All right, I'm going to be evaluating you on the completeness and the thoughtfulness of your answers in this section. And please do use spell check. Okay, once you've done the great discovery, then you're ready to jump in and start working on developing your mission statement. So there's some ways to start a mission statement. I'm going to provide 3 ways to brainstorm ideas. You don't have to do all 3. You can just pick one, okay? The first way I would recommend is collecting quotes. How many people are quote junkies? I love to look up inspirational quotes, and sometimes I'll post them on my Instagram. So I want you to collect 5 of your favorite quotes and then really look at them, read them, and dig deep to see if maybe there's a connecting theme. Then you can create your own great and amazing quote that inspires you and that you would live by. And that quote can become your mission statement. I always have students ask, can I just pick a quote? My answer is no, you have to create the quote for yourself. You don't want to create your mission statement around someone else's words. You want to create them around your words. Second, you can do a brain dump. This is where you just sit down for 15 minutes and speed write about your mission in life. Just no editing, nothing. And don't stop and worry about what you're writing. You can let your imagination go. You can reflect on your ideas that you wrote about in the Great Discovery. And then once you're done, you can look and take those ideas and condense that into your mission statement. Finally, this is called the quiet retreat. And this is for my thinkers out there and my introverts, because you might just want some quiet time on an evening or a weekend to be alone and think about your life and what you want to make of it. As you think about it, you can thoughtfully take time to construct your mission statement or even journal about it. As you create your mission statement, it's most important to ask, does it inspire me? If your answer is yes, you are on the right track. You have created a good mission statement. For your mission statement, it can look like different things. For some of my students, they've written a poem or lyrics to a song. Other students have that quote that they created for themselves. Other students have almost made a checklist of things that they want to meet. Other students have found a word and then they turned it into a acrostic. I want you to be creative, and I'm not going to tell you exactly how to do this. It's really up to you. But what I will be looking for is, did you include the process on how you got to your final product, that mission statement that you're going to hand in? So that process looks like sharing your brainstorming, sharing the quotes that you found, or any other written work that you did to get to the final product. Then I need to see your written statement, however that looks, like I just described before. Finally, I also want you to create a visual element. So remember that one part of the Great Discovery where I asked, think of an image or symbol that represents you? Well, maybe that is what you will draw, or that is the image you will bring forward to connect to your mission statement. Maybe it'll be something different that comes to mind. That's okay. I want you to draw something. If you're artistic, if you're not, you can find an image online or even create a collage with a program like Canva, which you can use for free. And then you can create an image to go along with your mission statement. All right. Finally, you can put this all together, the written with the image, and submit that as a digital file to me. And I am so excited to get to know you through your mission statement and your Great Discovery. I would also recommend printing this off in color and putting it up on a wall, because when you have a mission statement, you definitely want to live by it every day. And if you put it up, it's going to inspire you as you're learning, as you're growing, and hopefully you can share it with others too and help them keep you on track. I hope you have fun doing this project. It is really creative, and I think you will get a lot out of it. Okay, thanks class.